Now, my name is Rosie McCormack, and I'm the Programme Coordinator for Science and Technology Studies at the Centre for Adult Learning and Professional Development. And I'm here this evening with my colleagues, Magella O'Dea and Niamh McHugh, to highlight the range of science and technology programmes that we have available here at NUI Galway. And included in these are the Diploma, Degree and Specialist Diploma courses, along with the Diploma in Software Engineering and the M.Sc in Software Engineering and Design. And also we will discuss some of our continuing professional development modules that are available. Our programs offer accredited learning that map onto the National Framework of Qualifications. We're also joined this evening by Ava, who is a student on our degree in Science and Technology Studies program. Ava will answer some of the general questions that might be of interest to you just before you apply for one of our programs. And then at the end, we'll have time for questions and answers, if you have anything in particular that you might like to ask us. So I'll just move on there now. So first of all, I will discuss the Diploma in Foundation Study Science and Technology and Engineering. This programme is run by the Mature Students Office, and it is a joint diploma delivery with GMIT and is a fee-paying evening programme that runs on Tuesdays and Thursday evenings, as well as some Saturdays from September to May. It's suitable for those over 22 years of age who are interested in moving onwards to a full-time or part-time degree in NUI Galway or GMIT in areas such as engineering, science, computer science and health sciences. The programme structure includes academic subjects such as maths, biology, chemistry and physics. And there's also support modules available, including academic communications, academic writing, study skills, technology and educational guidance. The fee for the programme is €380 for those who are employed and €60 for those who are unemployed. For more information, you may contact the Mature Students Office at the following website there. And if you miss out on any of the websites, you can just email me. We will give our email addresses at the end, and you can email us at any time, and we'll be able to send you on the information. So next up, I'll discuss the Diploma in Science and Technology Studies. This programme will be of particular interest to those who are currently working in or wish to move into the medtech, pharma or the high-tech industry sectors, and also for those who want to balance study and other life commitments such as work, career and family responsibilities. Students who study the diploma programme will study core modules covering the foundations of science, engineering, management and IT. There is also a range of elective modules that allow participants to specialise in the area of particular interest to them. The students will also study 2 work-based projects during the diploma. The programme also develops transversal skills such as problem-solving, decision-making and advanced communication skills. The programme is particularly designed to allow for flexibility. It is delivered online and when required on campus. It consists of 20 modules to be completed over a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 4 years, and you can choose the number of modules to take each semester in each year. The programme is 120 credits at level 7 diploma, and students studying this programme have the option to progress to our degree in Science and Technology Studies or one of our specialist diploma courses, which I will discuss shortly. Applicants must be aged 21 years or older by January 1st in the year of entry. A pass standard in ordinary or higher level maths at leaving certificate is required. An international English language testing system certificate is required if English is not your first language. Next, I will discuss the degree in Science and Technology. Sorry, now I'm just trying to move on to the next slide. This programme has a similar format to the diploma and targets a similar audience. It also targets those who wish to take specialist modules in medical device, pharma, automation, environmental planning, lean and quality systems and regulatory affairs. It also consists of a major work-based project module. The program introduces students to areas of applied and specialist knowledge found in today's high-tech environments through the provision of elective streams, allowing specializations in areas of particular interest to you. It also helps to improve one's managerial skills, academic project management, and transversal skills. The degree program leads to a better understanding of an individual's workplace, assisting with professional development. The program structure, the program uses a blended form of learning, mostly online. It can be studied using a modular structure taken between, again, 2 and 4 years from September to June. And again, similarly to the diploma, the student decides the number of modules to take each semester and each year. The program is 120 credits at level 8 degree, and on completion, you may progress to postgraduate studies. Applicants must be aged 21 years or older by January 1st in the year of entry and must have completed a level 7 qualification of minimum 90 credits. Again, an international English language testing system certificate is required if English is not your first language. Next up are our specialist diploma programs in science and technology. We offer 4 independent specialist diploma programs in our range of courses, and 3 of these have secured Springboard funding. They are automation and control, medical device science, corporate environmental planning, and lean and quality systems. These specialist diplomas are linked to our degree in science and technology studies, as previously mentioned. They're 30 credits at level 8 minor award, and each specialist diploma is a year-long program. The programs are taught online with the exception of medical device science, which may have some labs on campus. However, we are looking at holding these online going forward. The specialist diploma awards are particularly suitable for students requiring medium-term upskilling for career advancement or for those interested in focused study in a subject area. Graduates can opt to progress to the degree in science and technology studies with credit for modules completed in these programs. The first of these programs is the specialist diploma in automation and control. This program has secured Springboard funding and is suitable for those who want to upskill in areas such as engineering materials, manufacturing processes, and electronic manufacturing technologies. The National Skills Bulletin in 2021 highlighted automation engineering professionals as a role that is difficult to fill and stated that employment growth is very strong for this occupation. I have listed the modules below, and again, these can be found on our website, which we will share with you shortly. The next specialist diploma that we have available is the Medical Device Sciences Specialist Diploma, and that has also secured Springboard funding. It's targeted at those within the medtech sector seeking to drive the development of new products, processes, and services in medical technology. And it's also suitable for career changers who require specialist reskilling to move into high quality employment in the medtech industry. Next up is our specialist diploma in corporate environmental planning. This again has secured Springboard funding. It is a practice-based course to develop the leadership skills required for effective environmental management within organizations. Students gain insight into the importance of stakeholder consultation and engagement, network mapping, compliance, and legislation in Ireland and Europe. Students apply these learnings to their workplace and carry out audits and case studies within the organization. And lastly, our specialist diploma in lean and quality systems. Unfortunately, this program did not secure Springboard funding this year. This program enables companies to gain competitive advantage through the application of Lean and Six Sigma, continuous improvement and quality management tools to drive improvement within measurable results. It is approved by Engineers Ireland for 600 CPD hours, and that's continuous professional development hours. And just to say, if you'd like to learn more about the CPD hours, you can log into the Engineers Ireland website that Niamh will share with you shortly. And now my colleague Magella will talk you through our IT programs that we have on offer. Thanks, Magella.
All right, thank you, Rosie. Hi, everybody. I'm Magella O'D, and I'm the Academic Coordinator for the IT Online courses at the Centre for Adult Learning and Professional Development in NUIG. So Roisin has already highlighted the range of science and technology programs offered, and I will tell you about our IT Online offerings. Excuse me. IT Online has been running since as far back as 2005, and back then we ran the courses with a university in Colorado, Regis University. Now NUIG runs the courses alone, and this is a smoother process for the college and a smoother process for the student. The course is fully online and the student is never required to attend the college in person. Students are invited on campus for a couple of occasions, but if they don't wish to attend, that's absolutely fine. So I'll begin now with the Diploma in Software Engineering, the slide that's in front of you. And that's a 30 credit level 8 program. And as you can see, that has secured funding for Springboard this year. So this program, how it's structured, it's designed to allow for flexibility. We're very much mindful that a lot of students will be in employment and have family commitments and other commitments. They want to live their lives. So they're designed to allow for flexibility. The Diploma Award contains 5 software modules, and all of the content is run online over 1 year. The student takes 1 module at a time. Each module lasts 8 weeks, and there are 4 core modules which a student must complete, and then the student can choose an elective module end of the year. And students choose that depending on their particular area of interest. For example, maybe cloud computing or artificial intelligence. So you're probably wondering how we run the modules. There are 8 weeks in a module, as I mentioned. The first 7 weeks of a module, the student participates in online discussions each week, which are graded. The student completes an online assignment every week, which is graded. And then in the 8th week, the student works on an exam. They have access to that exam for the week, but they must submit their work by the Sunday midnight. A final module grade then is calculated based on the student's work over the term. In order to apply for the Diploma in Software Engineering, an applicant should already hold a level 7 qualification. Now, this is a conversion course, so we don't require that the level 7 is in software. Provided a student has a level 7 in any discipline, they will be considered. They will meet entry criteria, and then after that, they'll be assessed. Okay, so the diploma starts with the basics of computer science, and each module builds on the previous module. So that allows the student to convert from another discipline. Places are filling quickly on Springboard, so we recommend that you apply soon if you meet the Springboard criteria. Non-funded places are also available, so please follow the websites here for further details on how to apply. And you'll also see Aisling Monaghan's name, and Aisling is the contact if you have questions on how to make your application. Just one thing, that we have a progression pathway on the diploma. So students currently who are completing first year, completing the diploma, can move on to second year of a master's. I'm going to talk about the master's now in a second, but currently students can progress from the diploma into second year of the master's. We hope that will remain the way in future, but we're not 100% certain. A programmatic review is to take place. So the Diploma in Software Engineering is a very, very valuable award in its own right. Okay, so I'm going to move on now to the next slide. the M.Sc in Software Engineering and Database Technologies. Now that course is not running in 2022. It's not running this year, but it'll be running again next year. So what is it? It's a level 9 master's and it's a 90 credit master's. The M.Sc in Software Engineering and Database Technology is, as I mentioned, it's not scheduled to run this year. In year 1 of the master's, the student takes 5 software modules, and that's the same as what happens on the diploma. There are 4 modules that must be taken, 4 core modules, and then the student chooses a 5th elective module. They're all software modules. Then in second year of the master's, the students take 4 database modules. They learn about aspects from information retrieval to data mining and everything in between. The first year software modules help the student to get the best from the database. In second year, the student also works on a thesis. The student will work closely with the thesis advisor while doing that. And usually a student comes up with their own thesis idea. Often a student might have a particular area of interest that they would like to research. And I just ask that everybody mutes their audio unless you have a question. So to learn more about any of the IT online courses, I didn't give as much detail about the Software Engineering and Database Technologies course there because I've already mentioned how the course runs, and it's the same way as the modules in the diploma course. They're still 8-week modules. There's still 7 weeks of assignments and discussions, and then the 8th week being an exam week. Okay, so to learn more about the IT online courses, you'll see the IT Online nuigalway.ie website, and that contains a lot of extra information. Again, the entry requirement for the master's is a level 7 qualification. And again, we'll consider people from any background. They do not have to be software backgrounds. All right, so on the next slide then, I'll just discuss briefly continuing professional development modules, CPD modules or credits. These are, again, 8 weeks per module, 100% online, and the content covers various modules from programming to software engineering, cloud computing, data mining, a wide variety of topics covering software and databases. These modules are part-time and flexible. These are particularly designed for somebody who wishes to upskill in one particular area. Maybe they don't want to learn, they don't want to get an actual award, they don't want a diploma or a master's, they just want to become knowledgeable about working with the cloud or about data mining or something else. Okay. And often it's somebody who's maybe moving to a software or database career who's interested in taking one of those modules. And again, the entry requirement is a level 7 qualification. All right, so that's the main offerings from IT Online. On the last slide then, I think we have one more slide. Just to find out more information, there's the adult and continuing education courses link there on nuigalway.ie courses. And also you'll see more information on how to apply for both the science engineering, the science courses that Roisin has mentioned and the IT courses that I've mentioned. So the how to apply link there will take you to all of the application systems. So Thank you, everybody. And now we'll introduce Ava. Will I pass back to you?
Sure, Magella, thanks very much. So I'm just get ready there now for Ava. How are you, Ava?
Hi, how are you? Thank you, Roshni and
Good,
Magella.
thanks. Yeah. So I'd now just like to introduce Ava. She is a student who has studied with us on our, Ava is studying our degree program currently, and she previously studied the diploma with us as well. So she has a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge on the program. This is the science and technology program now, as opposed to the IT programs, but they are run very similarly. So Ava's experience will be similar to students, we'll say, on Magella's programs as well. So I'm just going to ask Ava some questions that might help to answer some of your questions, some questions that you might have before you begin studying with us. So Ava, just firstly, what was your motivation to begin studying in the first place?
I'd say the biggest motivation was that I was always interested in science, and I wanted to acquire a career in medicine, but I didn't want to be a practitioner. So the medical devices appeared the perfect choice because it's so interdisciplinary. It has very interdisciplinary approach. And the course in science and technology, it's perfect as it provides the foundation for all science disciplines. And also it enables me to specialize in the specific field of interest. And also the other part was that I was a line lead trainer and process developer in the medtech industry. And the further progression wasn't really possible without a degree. So I was trying to look for a part-time course that will allow me to keep my full-time job, and also that I still be able to keep all the family commitments. And I'd say as well, I wanted to kind of combine the theory and the skills from the course with the exposure at work. So I think it's the most beneficial learning experience that way.
Yeah, that's perfect, Ava. Thanks very much. And just to ask you as well, what has your experience been since you began studying with us at NUI Galway?
I think that the first thing that kind of strike me the most is the variety of modules, both the core modules and electives. I think everyone will find the elective modules that is more suitable for their interest. And for me, the diversity of the modules enable me to understand the whole medtech industry much better. The kind of personal experience, personal and professional, I think I've gained so much more confidence and also problem-solving skills. And I think I've learned so much, and I'm capable of so much more comparing to the previous years. And so I think all of that allows me to be more valuable member of my engineering team. And I think I can participate in all the discussions we have in the office, and I can understand them much more better than in the previous years. The other part is the referencing and assignment skills. I think my ability to write assignments and to reference the source, it's greatly improved. And I also got positive feedback about that from other employees. When I was preparing a presentation for work, it was about the energy conservation. And I think also that I'm more proactive at work. I can see the improvements, what need to be done, and I'm able to kind of solve them by myself. One of the things is that English is not my first language. So also acquiring the knowledge and learning the language, everything was kind of in one go, but I've managed, so it wasn't that bad as I thought at the beginning.
No, you've done superbly.
Thank you. And I can also compare my assignments, my first assignments and the diploma cycle to those that I have now at the degree, and I really see a big difference between them, both in language skills, but also in referencing and all the skills that I've got through the years.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
and
also want to kind of
sorry, go on.
Yeah, sorry. So I want to kind of mention that there's a lot of support from the university. For example, like there's academic writing center for anyone that is struggling with the referencing and researching or citations. There's also access to the enormous number of
in the library, is it?
Yes, in the online library.
Yeah,
all the scientific papers. Like otherwise, I will have to pay for it myself, and I have access through the university for free. And also, like I live in Carrick-on-Shannon, that's 2 hours drive from NUIG, so like I wouldn't be able to really be on campus and go to the library whenever I need to. So that's also, it's kind of great to have that option. And also there's some, apart from the access to the online content, there's software that could be acquired. Like recently I was designing something in CAD, and the license was through NUIG, so that also was great.
Yeah, that's excellent. Very good.
And and also I kind of thought that when after a few years, or maybe after the first year, when I know what my interests are and where I want to have my career, I got the promotion twice. So that was definitely due to the whole course that I'm taking.
That's
so
fantastic.
first it was as an engineering assistant, and then as a manufacturing technician, and also I'm doing some mini courses and presentation for people at work. And I think on top of that, everything is only due to the support. Like it's a great support from the university itself, and all the staff coordinators, like all of you. Like it wouldn't be possible without that support. Especially when there's some difficult situation or some problems to be resolved. Like from my experience, I can say that I had that at the beginning of the semester when I was in the hospital, and then I need a few weeks for the recovery. So first thing, what I did coming back from the hospital, I chat with the coordinators and the tutors, and we worked through the solution, how I can still be on track and how I can catch up with the program. And so I didn't miss the exam. I didn't have to defer the exam, or so like it wouldn't be possible without them. Basically.
Yeah. No, that's true, Ava. It's great. And I suppose communication and engagement is very important on the program, especially when most of it is online.
Yes.
So kind of, just keep the communications open so that, we know how you're getting on, or if you are running into any problems, as adult learners do, we do run into difficulties.
Yes, so, and it struggles, and then there's always someone to help.
Yeah.
So it's never a problem to ask for help or for a solution. So that's great.
That's great. That's good to hear. And just to say, Eva, how do you manage your time on the program? With study and attending the tutorials and all of that.
So definitely the choice that we have between 2 years and 4 years, and the flexibility for the course, it's very great. So I choose to have the whole diploma and also degree cycle now to have in 3 years each. So this allows me to keep the full-time job and also family commitment. But I know people that did it in 2 years or they choose 4 years, and
Mhm.
that suited them as well. So it depends what's your kind of personal situation at home. The online and or blended learning, it's very flexible as well. So we only required to be on site few times, for example, for library labs or any other practical sessions. So it also, for me, it was great because I didn't have to travel that much from Carrick. And also the tutorials are recorded. So anytime we need to go back to the tutorials, for example, when we're doing the assignments, or when we're really not able to be there on site, we can always go back to it because of the recordings. But I know that whenever we're at the campus, it's always beneficial because we get to meet all the people from the course, share experiences, maybe give some exchange of tips, and so it's always great to have that kind of support also from them.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we might be doing things together, like a group session, group discussions, so it's also very beneficial. And also like I often involve my daughter. She's like 6 years old now, but when I started studying, she was only a toddler. So just to kind of keep her in the loop when it's also good for her, but also allows me to spend time studying, but also have her beside me as well. And also when I starting the cycle, I was like a single parent, and I kind of managed to my time by participating her. So
Yes.
In that way, it kind of worked well, but I try to kind of divide the workload into chunks, so I'm not really overloaded by the amount, and I don't look few months ahead. I kind of see what I have to do this week, and I focus on that. So that's kind of I think that's kind of a good tip as well.
Yeah.
for the students.
Yeah, very good, Ava. Thank you. And so, I mean, you've given lots of advice there and information to students, but is there any advice that you would give to, you know, people who may be interested in applying for the programs, you know, to future students?
I think that the first and foremost is just to study something that you're interested in. In that way, the readings, preparation, and assignments will be a pure pleasure rather than something that you have to do, basically. I think the core modules that everyone has to take, they're beneficial as well. You will get the understanding of, let's say, your whole industry. Is it a pharma or medtech or any other similar science and technology? So try to understand, like in a holistic way, the whole industry. That will kind of benefit sooner or later. The other way, it's I think that the schedule. I did my own schedule, not with the due dates that were assignments due date, but my own due date. So it still allows me to have few days before the actual due date to, if something happened. It's kind of based on the lesson learned. You just never know what's going to happen. It might be, there's always something unexpected. So just to be a little bit ahead, that always will help. Also, in terms of financial part, you can maybe ask your employer for funding. It could be even partial funding as well. I had that myself, so it's very, very beneficial, and also it's a sign for your employer that you're actually interested in progressing your career. And I think the last bit, but it's last but not least, it's the one that especially before the exams, it's always great to have like a good habits, good like a exercise program, or I don't know if you maybe just walks, something that will clear your mind. and it will improve the memory as well, and also good sleeps as well helps. Also lesson learned from the past.
Yeah.
So I think it's better not to make your own mistakes if you know that someone did it and in the past, so you can kind of learn from their mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely, Ava. That's very good advice too. It's very important to kind of try and keep up with those kind of things as well. So thanks very much, Ava, for giving your time this evening. It's very much
Thank you very much.
appreciated. And I know that people watching tonight and watching the recording afterwards will get a lot from what you said, from the advice. That's it's it can be very daunting for people to start studying, but kind of to hear a student speaking like that is very important.
Yes.
So I'm going to stop the recording session now, and we'll allow people to ask questions if they would like to.